Right, back into the mess that is Japan versus China. Yeah. Let's just see what we can do. It's difficult to be positive about how things are at the moment. I suppose this is what it feels like to lose a war. But yeah, it's not brilliant. So this is episode 6. This is episode 6. I'm Dr. Klumber, and I'm very pleased that you're watching. If this is the first episode that you're watching, I screwed up massively. I forgot or didn't realize that the claims I had on China from one of the national focuses didn't actually. I forgot that they were expiring, basically. And I didn't check here. This is where you see the time. I checked in the screen, the politics screen with China. It said, oh yeah, you're fabricating and you've got claims. And that was it. It didn't actually tell me the time when they were expiring. So I assumed I had them forever. Bad mistake. China realized we were up to no good, so they plowed tons of troops in, because it turns out that China actually is a large country with lots of people in it, and it's hurting. It's hurting a lot. I've got partial mobilization. Do I go to total? Less consumer goods factories. Oh yeah, military factories. That's what we'll need. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with that, because this war is going to take forever, and we need to compete with the Chinese powerhouse. Right, I think this is done now. No, he's still fighting. Get back! He was fighting at the end of episode 5. I think the last 10 minutes of that episode, he's just been standing there on his own, fighting off all these Chinese troops. I mean, there must be thousands more than he is. And he didn't want to give up. And he's still fighting. Go home! Yes! Stop it! Stop fighting! You're dead! Oh... Finally! Thank you! Now we can drop back army number 2. So what we are doing is what I would call a strategic retreat. Basically, I am slowly but surely telling my troops to back off from this line. And we are going to hide and hope and pray that this line here is going to hold up, and if that doesn't hold up, we're going to fall back there and hope that this line holds up, and if that doesn't hold up, we're going back there, and then we're running out of options. By that point I hope that a lot of these have come to fruition and can do something. By that point I also hope that my Marines have opened the second front and can push into the south. But yeah, am I hopeful? No. So these Tweety birds are now already taking a strain and are not behind this river. So that plan is going out of the window as well. We're going to lose Harbin. Which isn't that disastrous, maybe a military factory, and we're going to take that line, but we're running out of troops here. I'm going to have to, are these proper troops? No. Are those proper troops? No. And with the supply situation as it is, because this is what's really killing me at the moment, if I had supply here, we wouldn't be struggling, but we don't have the supply, so we're continuously being attrition, and that's what's basically doing it. That's how China is able to beat me. There, fall back, fall back. Oh, they're gonna get encircled again, aren't they? All they have to do is go in there as soon as these guys are out. That's why I'm keeping these guys, so that they have somewhere to fall back to, because I want them to be able to get to this line behind this second army. Yeah, not a lot I can do. At least here we're out of that horrible bad supply situation. So even though I've been building this dockyard, naval base, which is now level 5, my supplies here, yeah, just not nice. But at least it's improved a bit now. Come on lads, lose, go. Keep them selected, so when they have to, I can assign them there straight away. This is looking like quite a shoddy line already, isn't it? You know what? Going to pop them out. We've got a decent commander. And then we're going to tell them that that is their fallback line. No. Oh. Right, let's do that again. Your fallback line, in fact, is that. That's what we want. So this lot can still drop back that way. And then when they have, then we can just put them back into the China army. Right, research. What do we want? How are we on our land doctrine? We're still doing it, so we don't need to do anything there. If we're going to fight in China, is it worth throwing in a few heavy tanks? Is what I'm thinking here. Basically, heavy tanks provide you with a lot of breakthrough. So I'm talking not about North China, I'm talking about South China. And no, actually, if I set up a motorized division, yeah, we're going to do that. Improve my motorized divisions and take as much land as possible is the idea there. And we might as well prepare to upgrade or design a particular garrison for them with the military police, and for some reason I've not researched that yet, so there we go. That will do. Right lads, I could really do you. I bet that same group, I bet that's him, it must be him. That same group that was fighting here and didn't want to give up, I bet they're stuck there now. Finally! Get a move on. Right, they're gonna go straight to the north, that's useful. Then we are going to reassign them. So they can fall back. And as soon as they are through, then we are going to reassign the second Chinese army. Who are we going to risk that? No, we're going to re-bolster that. How are we doing? What I mean is, I was thinking still of taking this because the Chinese haven't got that far. But it'll, with these garrisons, I just don't have enough firepower to do that. So this second Chinese army is going to go there. Oh, I just noticed something. Very dangerous. Yeah, definitely have to go there. Because we don't want to allow the Chinese to jump across there, do we? This is our ultimate fallback river at the moment. Did I not assign you? So when you have these double lines, I mean, how do I know which one I'm assigning it to? Because if I accidentally click the wrong line, they will assign to the other army, and just that whole army will be gone again. And it's useless. Which divisions are those? It's happened, hasn't it? They've still not got that order. Oh, that's the Russia garrison. Okay, well, the Russia garrison is going to sit here. Which might look like a cushy job, but really isn't. Ooh, am I doing this too soon? I hope not. That would be pretty disastrous. Now we have another one of these. Wait, why have you not assigned yet? Oh, I hate this interface so much at times. Go there. I don't want one division. Move. Move. It's the fiddliness, you know, when you're zoomed out a bit, you can hardly read these lines as it is. So you have to sort of hope that you've got the right number of people assigned to it. So I'm clicking on there, thinking I've assigned 6 divisions, and it's only 1. And I'm not colorblind or blind, or, well, not that blind anyway. But that just needs to be a little bit better, in my opinion. I don't know how you would do that. Actually, I think what Paradox might do, hopefully if they listen to me, is make these hover over the land rather than stick to the land, so that they come over these symbols and things. Because for me it's far more important to know what's on this line than it is to know exactly which troops have got there. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. And that way you don't have to second guess yourself all the time. Right. Why are you... oh, you're doing that. Okay. So this line is looking pretty solid now. I'm quite happy with that, even though it's only the Tweety Birds. This line I'm not happy with at all yet, but once the first army is back there, we can assign a couple more troops there, because the not having the river crossing here is not good. What does this terrain do? Oh, it lowers the attack. That's useful. See, it's these Russians. Oh. Initiative. This side currently has the initiative. I don't want you to have the initiative, Shunroku Hata. I want you to drop back. Who is Shunroku Hata? Yeah, so he's holding up one of my troops there, because he's got the initiative, doing nothing. I think there's a harakiri coming. Right, these fleets are now doing nothing. We are going to Daylight Fleet. I do like that name. We are going to select this fleet, which has got the carrier. Actually, they're providing air cover. What we might do here is just very simply convoy raid here and try and disrupt some of their things coming in. Not that we've seen any convoys yet. I have not had any reports from the submarines, so I don't think there is many convoys going in and out of China. They probably get everything they need from those lovely Russian friends of theirs. It's quite ironic, isn't it? Because The only reason that the Russians are helping them is because of the communist Chinese. Ah well, what can you do? We're going to speed up a bit because this seems to be taking a long time due to Shunroku's initiative. Right, some more factories. Thank you. East Hebei, Johor, Liaotong, North Korea, South Korea. I'm feeling that's where I've just come from. These take a long time to build, but I will need them at some point. But for now, it can't harm, because Liaotung is here. Don't know where East Hebei is. It's probably a province we just lost. But it can't harm to improve the infrastructure there. Get as many supplies as possible. East Hebei is here. If I'd known that, I would have done that a bit sooner. But it still would have left this bottleneck, so wouldn't actually help that much. Right, you're going to win this battle now. D. Shall I draw this line that way? No, I want to take that bulge out first and then roll back. So all we can do is wait. My tactical accidents. Oh. These early bombers are not reliable enough, so you end up losing them to accidents, not to the enemy. Couldn't care less about the enemy. Why would I do that? 54. Need to reassign these boys. That might actually improve that battle, which I want to lose, not win. Yeah, look at that. So just because of the air cover, that actually went really quick. I don't know if you noticed that, but they were still in this battle. I withdraw the air cover and bang, they've lost. 54 will give them 100, so they will fill up with those 54 we've just seen. More research. I would like to know what I'm dealing with. Right, so this line is now finally sussed. Yes. So we are going to select you, pause, edit. And do that. Or is this where we also do that? Yeah. Let's hope they don't get attacked, because then they get stuck. There we go. Okay. Good. The plan is nearly there. In fact, we're immediately going to edit this to purely take those. Get behind that river. Use the terrain optimally. And then the next question is, are we going to assign some troops there? We don't happen to have... Oh! We've got loads now. Again, I've said this before. Look at all these Marines! Could have used these guys. What was I saying? Yeah, I really find it annoying that we don't get a pop-up for that. I know the design idea was to not pop up and this, that and the next thing, but really paradox. I do need to know when my troops are ready. So the idea here was the Marines are going to reinforce the others. Oh, look at that, that's glorious. We can actually open that front now. That actually makes me very positive again. So maybe, just maybe, we will turn this round. I'm just reinforcing the Tweety Bird's here with this lot. That makes his army too big. Do I care if he's a... I've got a field marshal. We'll put you in. Right. Now things are beginning to look up. Are my Marines ready to make that push? How many of those are I... Oh right, okay. I think the Marines I've got are more than enough. Yeah. Might even open up a second naval invasion. I'm going to put all of these in one separate group. Yeah, that's all of them. You are going to get a reasonable commander. Preferably one without a supply. He's handy if I want to take Shanghai. Yeah. Because I don't know how... This harbour is only small. And... yeah, very small. So I would have to take a second harbour. I might actually change this plan up a bit. Now that I've got all these Marines ready, I'm going to open up a different theatre. So what we're going to call this is South China Front. And we'll leave it there for now. Let me just check that here. Yeah, okay. And the 1st Marines go there as well. They should be more than ready for their attack. Still preparing. Do I wait for that? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. And what I'm going to tell these guys... Actually, this is where the Marine Naval Invasion limit comes in. So I'm going to have to split them. It helps if you do a short hop, I think. Basically, there's less that can go wrong. Nah, come on. And then they're going to take here. And then this lot are going to prepare to take here. And then they're going to push straight up to that river. These guys, as soon as those have landed, are going to push up as well. And we're going to trigger that. Oh, I can't. That's not a hat. No. Wait. Oh, only one per port. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So the idea is to take as much of a foothold here with the supply of, I think it's called Guangzhou. Guangzhou has a port of 5, so at least we'll get some supply there. Supply 3. I don't know. I wonder if any of you, if you are watching still, despite all the failures now, can you use transport planes to supply still? Because I'd love to be able to have transport planes come from Taiwan. That also makes me... yeah, Eastern China is not a problem. I might reassign all of these there. Oh, they can't. Five air wings don't have coverage, so it's important to get a carrier there then. Wait, they don't even have... oh, they do have coverage here. That means that I want this carrier to go here. And it also means I should start thinking about getting some longer range bombers and stuff. Have I got air experience? Don't want to do that now. I'll leave the clock running. Oh, I still have that interwar bomber. Am I researching the new bomber? No. Right. So this is a... yeah, that's a priority investment. Double the range. At least we can get over the southern Chinese territory that way. Right, I think... my plan has worked so far. We did lose 6 troops here in the failed fallback because I made them fall back too quick, too far. But overall, I'm not unhappy about this, in particular because we now actually have resources. And these guys get resources from a different post. So that's really useful. That means that this is split now, sort of. And I'm very happy with that. Oh, actually, these now come from Korea. So we've really fixed the supply problem. And now we can start thinking about... well, what shall we call it? Project Dagger? Project Marine Invasion? South China Front? Yeah. Something like that anyway. Anyway, so it looks bad. I will admit that quite happily. But all in all, I am not unhappy with the changes I've made. So changing up my trade so that I get far more production. Huge mistake in the beginning. Fixed. Good. And the Germans are getting frisky. I think what we'll do for the next episode, which I might record today but is going to come out tomorrow, is look in more detail at what I'm producing, because I have a feeling I should be switching to infantry equipment 2, for example. And I also have a feeling that I'm using outdated towed artillery. So there's things I have to start improving really in my production line. But for now, I think the conclusion is that our fallback has been safe. Even though the Chinese haven't pushed over there yet, they will. But there's nothing here for me to fight over, so... the fallback has been safe. I've got a front line that I think can hold out against these Chinese for a long time. And, yeah. That is it for this episode. I'm Dr. Klumber. If you like this series, please like and subscribe. And I think we're going to see a turnaround. I'm beginning to get a bit more positive now. So, thanks for watching. And, yeah, Dr. Klumber out.